Today we're going to finish building the Japanese gardens, which we started building in the last episode. If you missed that video, the video's in the top right hand corner now. Let's get into it. Today we're going to be adding the animals to the Japanese gardens, like a whole bamboo border, the whole strip from Japanese gardens to the butterfly gardens, and we're going to connect the two gardens. So what I'm just doing here is I'm going to add a whole flower bed of these pink orchids, and I'm going to fill it with trees. This is a cherry blossom and Japanese maples, and then these other trees. And then this is the first bush I used last episode. I'm just going to fill this area to the right of the path here, and I'm going to add trees on here as well. It's going to surround this blueprint here, and it's going to line the path nicely. So these are the bamboo trees I'm going to add here, and then this is what I was talking about. So I'm going to add a whole densely packed forest of bamboo. It's going to help define the border between the Japanese gardens and everywhere else, and it's going to make it so you can't see outside the Japanese gardens, and everything you see is going to be Japanese and Asian themed. The whole of this densely packed tree is going to border the whole gardens, and it's going to go all the way to the butterfly gardens here. I'll add it all the way across, and then it leaves us two sides of a path and a long strip of soil at the moment now to fill. I'm just adding these kind of bush-like things to add on this side or on the left side of a path, and then I use a bit on the right as well. I left a few gaps randomly. We're going to fill in these with different stuff as well. Just going to extend the path here so guests can walk up to the lake. And in the lake we're going to have red panda as well, so they'll want to do that, and the mechanic will actually make them walk up that path to see them. I'm adding these bushes again here to border the Japanese gardens and across the edge of the entrance from the butterfly gardens. Adding these pink orchids again here, and then just looking there, I was making sure I was protecting the view of these cherry blossom trees here reflecting in the water, because I thought that was quite an important view, especially in a Japanese themed garden. I thought the ground looked a bit too dark, so I decided to paint it all grass, just in the area where there's no underlying bush, and it's just empty with trees on. I was just adding the terrain for the path there, and then I'm connecting that path there as well. So now I'm painting the area here, and I'm going to add a picnic area. So I'm going to add a toilet and some shops and some vending machines and a picnic benches and a whole picnic area basically. So I was going to use a grid of that, but then it wouldn't line up nicely, so I decided to use the grid off the path, and I would delete some of the path which was interfering with the grid, and then I would add paths separately to connect to the buildings. So I'm just adding the actual takeaway drink and food stuff into the building here. I went with one food and one drink, I think. I can't actually remember what they were. And then I added some vending machines to the side here. I decided to go with both Cosmic Cow ones, and adding some picnic benches. Go with 6 in the end, nice and tightly packed, filling the space nicely. I delete those ones because I thought it was too tightly packed actually, I forgot that. And then I add these singular benches here. And then adding these Japanese maples, just dotting them around, as well as bamboo and other trees. Just basically filling in the whole of the gardens with more trees because it was looking a bit bare. And then I'm going to connect the path to the butterfly gardens, and I'm going to line the path with these bushes which are lining the whole of the butterfly gardens. And then I'm going to add these street lights here to help add some more Asian theming and Japanese feeling into the build. Also, like, add more of a theme. I then find a nice blueprint to go here. I don't go with this one, I go with like a big palace one, and I sink it into the lake, and I think it goes nicely and adds some life to the lake. I then add like a boat, and the boat also I think helps add life to the lake and make it look like it's being used. Well, there would be life as well, because there'll be the red panda in the trees in the distance as well. I'm just choosing the animals here. I go with a red panda, as I said, and the pangolin. I'm just buying them here. And then I'm gonna add null barriers to lay out the enclosures for them, because red pandas are, according to the game, dangerous animals. They can't be with the guests, well, they probably could in sandbox mode, but I didn't want to, so they're going to be on the island and around the lake, and then the pangolin's going to be walking amongst the people in with the paths. I'm just adding the door here to the enclosure, and then I'm going to hide it with the bushes which are lining the whole of the butterfly garden later. And then I was trying to find a good place to add the gate for the red panda. I decided to go with the one by the bridge in the end, just adding it here. It was very hard to find a spot where it would accept. I was just hiding that gate there. And then this is what it looks like. So here we are walking into the gardens from the butterfly garden. Here's the picnic area we made, and then this is for the lake. And I love how the waterfalls are just in the distance. And then carry on, and there's a pangolin there. And then we walk through the bushes and Japanese maples. This was quite hard to make, especially given there was not many at all Japanese plants, but I think I've managed it. It's not exactly what a Japanese garden would look like in real life, but it's fairly realistic. And then going past the whole section now, just Japanese maples, here's a nice blueprint here. And then I'm going to go through the bamboo tunnel, and then round the side. This is what we did last episode. There's the big blueprint. There. And then we go around and through here, and then we're going to go over a bridge. So you can see that I've moved a rock over the gate so you can't see it. We're on top of a waterfall now, and you can see all the red pandas all jumping about, which I think is really cool. It just looks so cool, just looking at the waterfall here. Anyway, thanks so much for watching. Like and subscribe so you don't miss the next episodes of this series, and hope to see you next week for another video. Bye.